Hello, all of you beans out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Horizon Lost World of Darkness Mage. Season 2, Episode 17, The Final Duels. We shall begin as usual with introductions. And also a note, we will be running Stream Raiders Dungeons mode today, so do make sure you place your troops for this more rapid-fire Stream Raiders experience. Anyways, go ahead, Kerr.
Hello everyone, I'm Kerr, I am the Storyteller. I am here to bring the fun of happy times.
I'm Nesil playing... Who am I playing again?
Alexis?
Oh, yeah, I'm Alexis. Yes, Alexis McKenna. Sorry, it's been a long trip. I do time magic and drugs.
Yippee! And I'm Werenimal, and I play Callie. It's been a while. I haven't really done all that much magic. It was a recent Ascension, and hadn't really figured out the whole magic thing yet. But going into shit, well, I can't remember what it was even called at this point.
It's
It was
fine.
just-
If you get it out in time.
In time, I remember. I'll figure it out. What magic I do.
And Dr. Portia Wainwright, being played by Tanya Sapien, also known as Prudence Samotus, but that's getting into some character stuff that still needs to be ironed out a little bit.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Sinol, the financier of the group.
And I am Tochemay playing Warren Peace, a hermetic mage.
And I am Wostai. I will be played by Wostein. I am the party's AI. And supplier of weapons for the moment. Nah, I'm just kidding. That one's still Sinel.
All right. Well, I think the only person that's ready for the recap is Tanya, so...
I had a full recap written out 2 months ago.
Go for it.
It's been 84 years.
Well, lay it on us.
Hi, you don't know me yet, but you will soon. Vanessa couldn't see what was going on because of the big black shield over the manor, so I'm filling in the blanks. After the wolf archer attacked the manor, Sinel started making a deal with Domino to get a dead man switch that would end the world if any of the mages died. Portia was prepared to sacrifice herself to buy extra time, but it turned out not to be needed because future Alexis gave himself all the information past Alexis needed to get the event horizon up before the next attack. He had the information because he used to be past Alexis, and he knew it would work because he already did it. I think that's called a shoelace paradox? No, bootstrap. Definitely bootstrap. This gave them the time to work as they accelerated time inside the area 600 times over. That's almost as fast as a Guillemot going after snacks. Portia was able to finish studying the quintessence and got a new understanding of it in the process. She planned to make a wonder, and even sold all the souls Renard taped to himself to buy an ingot of a long-forgotten alloy, or a calcum to make it out of. Taping souls together? That sounds like a horrible idea. Ever had a sibling that just never leaves you alone? Could you even imagine that 100 times over? I'd go crazy. Oh, maybe that's why you get people turning people into animals. That makes sense now. Oh, and the orichalcum. Adamant had gotten it somehow. Turns out that's where she went. She was working with Domino to slap fate around. Exalts can slap fate itself? Wonder what tier they must be. Definitely higher than champion. When Portia tried to prototype the wonder using the orichalcum, something kept stopping her. Something angry. Something powerful. Alexis traded a favor to make Domino stop them, and he was actually afraid. Wost gave me a poster of the look on his face, put it in an iron frame, and let me hang it on my wall. I like it. He's so cute when he's terrified, just like all the others. Sorry, distracted again. It was Desire. Desire himself. A pink and black skunk man. Those are really loud colors, but I mean, if that's what he desires, that's kind of what he does in Junk. Kind of rude to tell him no. They talked it out. She changed the design so it wouldn't mess with the desire woven into the quintessence, and he set up a meeting with God. What's a God? Is that like an admin? Oh, it's a tier. Huh, I learned something new today. So the God tier kitty cat was upset because the Weaver and the Worm, I guess he doesn't understand archives or file shredders. I mean, come on, that's basic infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? Admins. Anyways, the Wolf Archer and the no concept of privacy Kitsune were like an antivirus, and the mages were like triggering a false positive. It was all a big misunderstanding. So he updated the firewall and promised to help them untangle their worlds if they could prove that they had what it took to be an antivirus themselves. And that's when he took the proverbial Pokeball from his rider belt and taped it to one of his land cards. A base stadium where they could go duel in a shadow game for the sake of the sun and moon. Huh, I feel tingly. Kind of feels like that one time I... I believe Kerr just deleted her.
How many copyrighted things did she mention? That was great.
Just a little bit of data corruption.
Considering how long it's been since I wrote that, I would qualify that as a cold read.
Baby.
All right, well, set the scene, Kerr.
All right. So, you have found yourselves back in Sinnoh's Manor. You have some time to rest, recover, and to basically put your affairs in order before this is going to happen. You know, make sure you're at the top of your game. Any preparations that you need to do, any supplies you need to gather, whatever you need, you'll be able to get, as well as hopefully a good night's sleep.
Yay, rest. How much do we get to restore on rest?
Yeah, please tell me it's multiple days. I have 6
Yes.
burned points of willpower.
Yes, you can have a couple of days to rest.
Yay.
Basically, you will have enough time to fully recover everything.
And you're not gonna like this. So I was stockpiling experience points in anticipation of us getting our 6th point of Arete. I have 35 experience points sitting unspent right now.
Uh-huh.
So I might be able to beef myself up a little bit.
Fair.
And if you guys do wish, if you have any experience and such, you guys would be able to spend it over this period of time as well.
Ooh. Acknowledged. Hmm.
But yes, what would you guys like to do for
Well, the beings had mentioned something about non-lethal, so the AI is bringing out some simunition ammunition for the purposes of... Ah, yes. Just in case we do engage, I don't want to harm. Don't worry, the lethal will be standing by. After all, these beings seem to follow their word, but just in case.
everything will be fine. They're not going to try and murder you.
Feed the birds for potentially the last time.
The bubs, thank you for the sacrifice. They will
Yay.
happily nibble upon the burp seed.
Huzzah.
Yep. And Portia will be spending some time doing thorough maintenance and tending on the tree, as well as setting up an auto watering and auto fertilizer dispensing system. Which, if the old man's actually paying attention, might raise some alarm bells.
You're just a lazy, good-for-nothing rabbit.
No, there is a good chance that it won't be coming back from this.
Whacks you
I
over
wanna
the
make-
back of the head.
You know, now that you're in a physical body, you can feel pain.
And you need to be going into this thinking that you are going to come back. Otherwise, you're going to make a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Affirmative.
I'm sorry, did you just dispense good wisdom for once?
Whippersnappers thinking they know better than me.
Just caught me a little bit off guard there. Usually you got nothing but criticism.
I am criticizing you.
No, you gave me good advice. It's a
Yeah.
valuable life lesson that I'll take to heart because you're a good old man.
I will not hear myself slandered in that way. I have worked
You're like the
hard
doll
to
I
get
never
this
had.
reputation. Go and get yourself killed. See if I care.
Spread the word, we know how to take them down.
Glares and grumbles.
Look, I'm not going into this expecting to die. I'm just making sure that I've got some backup plans just in case.
Then have backup plans for not dying. What? Is it that difficult?
Well, my backup plan for not dying is to just continue doing what I was doing before. Because I'm not dead, so I can just keep doing it.
We'll have backup plans for dying.
That just angrily shakes the auto water.
No, I mean, so if you die, you don't die.
Oh, I already got this.
Then what are you worried for? You'll be fine.
Because I only have 3 times that I can do it. And these are the kind of folks that may be able to do it 4 times.
Well, what was that term I heard once? Oh yes, get good, scrub.
Don't make me start slipping dye into your water. Can be the first pink tree. Pink oak. That's a new variety.
If you do that, so help me, I will make you rue the day you were born.
I already do.
Domino provided them the memories for them to remember that.
I missed bantering with the old man.
This isn't banter. This is a massacre. I am massacring you.
I know I've been massacred. It hurts a lot more than this does. This is more like gentle ribbing.
True.
Face it, you old gobshite. I'm getting wise to your ways. I'm seeing the wisdom underneath the harshness. Or maybe it's just the constant looming specter of death is kind of taking the edge off of it.
So long as it doesn't dull you, you remain sharp.
Doing my best, Skynet. Oh wait,
What are you
he's
talking
using that as
about?
an insult. What do you mean? What am I talking about? I'm talking to the bird.
Hello. And what do you mean? I've already told you, I'm better than Skynet.
Aye, that's what I was getting to. Before certain someone shouted at me. Oh,
I am amassing a small group for this.
alright, you ain't gonna wilt while I'm gone. So whatever happens to me, at least this tree will be kept lush and vibrant until somebody else comes along. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go see what everyone else is up to.
Oh, so you just come out to talk with me, and now you're leaving me? Possibly going to go get yourself killed because you're some foolish little do-gooder who's sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Hey, bleeding genius, you got legs now. You can come along.
No, I prefer being weighed hand and foot by you.
Okay, lazy. He just turns and starts walking away.
Lets out a soft huff and looks away, not following just to make a point.
He's
Don't
fun.
worry. As long as I'm still around, I'll be sure to make sure that care is provided as needed as well. I will try to bring Portia back. Meanwhile, the AI staying with the tree while a second AI follows Portia.
Now, where does Portia go? To her sanctum?
I go to wherever anybody else is doing something because, what are you guys doing? That was me opening it up for transition.
I'm just taking my time, taking some essence from the node to put into the staff.
Which is
I just-
definitely something that I should do as soon as possible as well.
I'm scared.
Don't be afraid. We're only going to kill your favorite characters. Again.
Everything will be fine.
Don't worry, Portia has main character syndrome.
Unfortunately, that's actually true. She kind of does a little bit. I'm the main character, and you have to like me. Do 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 do.
So what is everyone else up to?
Making
Well,
a save point for sure.
Yep.
Well before the actual day. So if turns out I actually need some days to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
The AI has been resupplying the laboratory as best possible, if it's not already brought in some fashion. And in the meantime, preparing just a fraction of the force present for purposes of standing by. I will throw the numbers your way just to see if they are acceptable for this group.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
Most likely. However, we must plan and prepare for it to not go fine. Isn't that right, everyone?
Sinel
Numbers
is
sent.
enjoying himself a nice omelet.
Egg.
Prepared by Ferris.
Egg.
And also restocking his armory.
Okay. Yeah, that's acceptable, Wost. I'm not sure how helpful it's gonna be, but it's acceptable.
Oh yes, don't worry. They're just a small group, they just stand by. The AI is well aware that these beings are probably well above what they're capable of. Unfortunately, the AI is respecting the prior remark of not to the death and is refraining from bringing out any specialized weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
After
That
all,
is fair.
it might be considered rude to accidentally cause serious damage to the individual using their avatar as a link.
Mm-hmm.
As such, the AI is primarily preparing to just enjoy some target practice.
A generous bestowal.
Tanya Sapien tipped $10. The future is now, old man.
Thank you very
I don't
much
get the
for
reference.
that tip. Thank you very much for that tip. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed.
The future is now, old man.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Malcolm in the middle, look it up.
Ha! Peasant talk.
Wait, peasant talk? Since when are you a noble?
You've never asked.
Well, to be fair, the more that I try to dig into your personal things, the more that I get, how best to put it, scolded up one side of the street and down the other, then reprimanded for prying into your elders' personal affairs. After a certain point, I just stopped asking.
Well, you just need to get better then.
Or maybe you need to learn how to stop being a saguaro and start being a succulent.
Back in my day, people never would have spoken to me in such things.
Well, times change. We're in the future. As a matter of fact, the future is now, old man. Behind the scenes, she is totally expecting to die in these coming battles, which is why she's getting all these quips out now. The kind of stuff she's been wanting to say for years, but hasn't wanted to risk anything. But now she realizes, well, if everything's about to hit the wall, get it out of your system now.
Everything will be fine.
Let Portia get her worry out now.
So, Settle is enjoying a nice meal. Warren is sucking the node off. What are Callie and Alexis doing?
Alexis was feeding the birds.
Ah, right.
Suppose you could try to do a bit of prophecy as well.
You could, yes.
Arete?
Yes.
Not good. Question unclear. Try again later.
Let's see. So, Alexis, when you try to look into the future, let me check something real quick.
Feel a slap from somewhere. No cheating.
You actually see the figure of he looks to be a goat, very proud and regal looking, wearing what looks to be some white and blue robes as he's just sitting on a throne, and he just wags his finger at you. No, 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 this would be cheating.
Yeah, that's the idea.
As he just kind of flicks his hand, and you suddenly feel like you're getting thrown backwards and you are back in your body.
Damn it. Worth a shot.
Was that
Looks
one
like this
of
fight's
them?
gonna have a referee in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay.
That was out of character, by the way, me saying that.
And if I may request, of the designated units, allowing for the installation of the new energy weapons for purposes of the AI is now capable of prime attacks.
Yes, you could do that.
Yay. Then with that said, the AI is fielding just a small force at the moment. And I will throw that into the Horizon chat. Actually, you know what? I could probably just read that out just for simplicity's sake. 50 light walkers, 10 heavy walkers, 4 light tanks, 2 heavy tanks, and 2 artillery pieces. They won't really be useful for much, but just in case. After all, this is testing, isn't it? No point throwing everything into it when this is a relatively safe time to be able to verify capability, and then fine-tune and adjust towards it. But the AI is pretty comfortable with it as it is. And is Callie and Renard and... Oh, I'm trying to remember. Is it Tycoon?
Tycoon, yes.
Is everyone relatively... Sorry, I guess I should probably ask. Is there any notable figures around us that are of any interest with this, or shall that be left as is?
I'm sure Domino has a few bets.
Oh, there'd be enough place for everyone to rest. And you would be able to make enough space for everything to be stored.
Well, I can't think of terribly much else.
Well, I could think of what Callie would be doing is probably just chilling right now, either
Mhm.
doodling or brushing their tails.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, is there anything big that any of you would like to do before the day comes for the contest?
What's the total amount of downtime that we have?
You'd all be given enough time that you'd all be able to fully recover.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So,
If
are
I
we
may-
covering all of my willpower then, or?
Yes.
All right. Recover the willpower. Obviously, I'd be sucking some juice out of the tree, so that's 5 point essence for myself. And how much can the collar store? The collar can store 10. Sorry, 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, stores 5. That leaves me at a total of 10. Okay. Yeah, the collar stores 10 quintessence. It is a very potent artifact. Yes.
And then you also have some vampires to deal with.
Oh yeah. As soon as the barrier went down, can guarantee that Gildan would be buzzing around.
Yeah, they do not want you doing this.
Uh-huh.
This is too dangerous for you. What if you died?
All right. Producing blood for them and all that.
Mm-hmm. They'll put you under protection. They'll keep you safe. They'll hide you. And you can keep making blood for them.
I'm not really allowed to weigh in on this, but personally, I don't like starving. It sucks.
Don't worry, you can just go into torpor. Everything will be okay.
As annoying as the mages are, they're a vital lifeline, vital piece of infrastructure. And I'm not allowed to say how I feel about certain things one way or the other, because press has to remain neutral, but death is bad. I'm not allowed to say that you're making a very stupid and foolish decision.
They wouldn't say that to her. After all, they don't want to upset her. But they need to be firm about this because this is dangerous for them.
Simple fact of the bleeding matter is it's not your call to make. We're the ones putting our lives on the line. And you know, as well as us, that if Desire's effects keep slowly seeping into this world, things are gonna go from bad to worse. You're gonna wish that that apocalypse was still going on. It'd be an improvement.
Mm-hmm.
And think of what the worm could do with desire.
Aye. Well, if we have enough downtime for doing all of that, then I would like to expend my 35 points of experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be taking a 5th point of dexterity, so that'll be 16 points expended there. I'm taking a 3rd point of matter, that's 14 expended there. And I'm taking a 3rd point of alertness, that is 5 points expended there, which leaves me at 0.
Okay.
So she was spending that time training.
Getting better.
Brushing up on her alchemy studies, doing a few laps around the track, getting chased by the fucking old man yet again.
Get back here, you whippersnapper!
Put down the bleeding dart gun and I'll consider it.
This is training!
And that's why I'm running, you daft bastard.
Well, run faster!
Hmm. Would Renard be willing to allow the AI some opportunities to practice countering their flavor of magic? The drones, that is.
He doesn't use magic in the way that you would be used to.
Oh, okay. Well, that is a confidence adjustment for the AI. Confirmed. The AI will still be aware and watching for alternates, but this is promising.
Alright, since this is a really big deal, I had 3 doses of panacea remaining in the eyedropper. I'm going to convert all 3 of those to Phoenix bullets. So that
Okay.
gives me 4 in total. One of them is going to be stuffed into a false filling in one of her teeth. So she still
Okay.
has the heart implant, and now she has the Phoenix bullet that she can activate in her mouth if need be. Which leaves me with 3 that I can then shoot at others if needed.
You are not going to like hot food.
And then you also have the coffee pot.
Yes.
Yeah, Callie, if you don't have Prime, then yeah, you'd be welcome to use the coffee pot to fill up your quint.
Okay.
I forget, how much is needed for drawing quintessence? That was 3, wasn't it? Oh well.
Sure.
Sorry, you cut out there?
How many points of Prime do you need to be able to siphon from a node?
3.
3.
Okay, yeah, anyone who doesn't have 3 Prime, you're welcome to use the coffee maker.
And
It
you
can provide up to 2 quintessence per day. I think I had the worst willpower usage, so that was 6 days that have gone by because that's how much it would have taken to get all my willpower back.
And who's our paradox bomb? Anybody?
I don't think so. No one is taking in a lot of paradox.
I'm clean at the moment. I don't remember what happened when I burned my last paradox. I think I was talking backwards for a while.
Also clean here.
I think clear at the moment. The AI has yet to do so. And it is quintessence up to matching Arete, correct?
Yes, unless you have an external store.
Mhm.
Because Portia, she has the collar, and Warren, he has the staff that can store quintessence externally.
Num 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 nums.
Oh no, I just realized something.
What?
He's an AI program. If he's capable of storing Arete, does that mean he'd be able to store it in each instanced self of him, version of himself?
If that body was specifically made to do so.
Unfortunately, the AI has not done terribly much with that at the moment. Probably.
I feel like that's the sort of tech that the technocracy would say, oh yeah, this is just a quantum battery. It stores potential energy.
This is a quantum bomb.
Yeah.
Yes. Gently pats the Domino's provided model. Certainly.
Yeah, that one would definitely be compatible with Arete Story. Wait, no, it's a Fey make. Kerr, that would be up to your discretion then.
Theoretically, it could be made. This is something like the technocracy uses.
Oh, I was talking about the hull that was made by Domino's Taylor. Whether that'd be capable of storing Arete, because isn't it like antithetical to
No.
fair folk?
No, Arete is not. Arete is actually like the essence for fair folk.
Oh, okay.
Arete is pure potential. Arete is pure possibility.
It's mana.
Yeah.
So they can work with it just fine. Okay.
Yeah, stasis is the opposite of them.
Stasis and banality.
Yep.
Alrighty.
How about Simmel?
Yeah, Sinel, you got a full work week before the fight.
Omelets.
Like I said,
Just omelets all day.
he was replenishing his armory supplies.
Okay.
So Portia's regenning on the other node in town.
Nom nom. Nom nom. Nom 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 nom.
Right,
Eat
Portia?
all
And,
the essence.
Yeah, since several days have gone by, she would have used that opportunity to make sure to wrap up any loose ends that she has lying around.
Please
Spent a little-
write out your last will and testament.
I leave everything to Moriarty.
Who?
You bastards.
Never heard of him.
I will burn this. I will burn this plane of reality to the ground.
Quick, use the tank.
Everyone climb in the tank. Portia's lost it.
For your own safety.
Technically, if you wanted to make sure you survived, you would drain some from the Parks node. That way the werewolves would make sure that you live so they could kill you.
I would not recommend that.
Speaking of hazards, if people haven't updated their sheets to reflect it, anyone who wants it does have access to the nullifier implants.
Yep.
Actually, looking at my sheet right now, and I don't see it written on mine anywhere, so I might not have updated mine yet.
It has been fitted to one of the AI's data cores. Alongside
Right there it
the
is. Other traits, magic resistance, 3 dots. Okay, I've got mine written down.
I don't need technocracy.
Yeah, it kind of tracks that Warren would say, like, what is that, circuitry? No, get it away. Technically, it's just really small alchemical seals that work really quickly with electrons. Ah, circuitry.
I've survived this long.
And
Okay, Roshi.
I suppose I may ask, any recommendations then, Kerr? Just in case.
It sounds like you guys are pretty decently set right now. Mostly just kind of making sure your gear and such is in order. Make sure you spend your experience, have everything kind of set that you will want to take with you, that sort of thing.
Small contingent of ground force is acceptable. Don't mind the nuke strapped to one of the artillery pieces. That's just in case. In fact, the heavy armor in general is just in case, because I'm sorry, there is no such thing as simunition for that. The water balloon from the cannon will still cause grievous harm. The foam dart attempt also failed. Physics is not compliant with non-lethal at that range.
Yep, I'm all set up and ready to go. Portia, okay, who are we facing off against first? Do we know?
No, that has not been
All right.
decided yet.
Well, I'm bringing the breaching cable with me. Paintball is preloaded to the LSD magazine. The shotgun is preloaded to the beanbag round.
Okay. Hello, Spooky. So.
Okay, I
on the-
think we're going to start off against Kerr. He would definitely be the best entity for us to start with. Alexis, get your birds. Sparrow Force 1 will be instrumental in exploiting Kerr's weakness.
Finch Force 1, or Finch Force 5, rather.
Yeah, right,
Oh.
right.
Gotcha.
I almost forgot. I almost forgot a very important thing.
Mhm.
Given that the implants proved to be successful and she was able to properly design them and actually, they are functioning,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to meticulously copy over the schematics to Auroch's medical book.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll appreciate those.
Oh, very likely.
It's a blueprint for a personal force field. Just a shame that it requires a material that's really damn hard to get your hands on these days.
Potentially.
So, on the day of the duels, a gateway opens up at the front of the manor. Just a portal waiting to welcome you all through.
So who's ready to play Gateway?
Wrong universe.
I don't get it.
Gateway is chess for Exalted.
Yes.
Ah.
Sunshield. Funding for the show is provided by the Zimkur Association for Global Domination, Hermes Purse Accounting, the Sapien Multiverse Resistance Fund, and viewers like you. Thank you.
Yep. And the primary force will be leading the group then, if that is acceptable on.
Mhm.
And then the reserve units will be following on the rear.
Okay.
After all, just in case units are lost during all of this, it's fair enough to have some reserves available. That way that we don't have to bother them with asking for a portal to bring in more.
This is fair.
The AI is trying to be courteous.
Bye, everyone. Try not to die. It's harder to interview a corpse.
A magnanimous dispensation.
It was magnanimous.
Tochemay tipped $100. Razim contract.
Tochemay, thank you so much for that tip. That is the tip goal fully completed. Thank you so much.
All right.
Right as we're going through the gate.
Well, that is. I'm just gonna mark
Isaacs,
these
are you
off
there?
then, for these things can show up for the future. Gotcha. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So as you go through, as you send your people through and everything, what you see through your drones and such is a massive arena has been set up. It looks like it's empty. It's I'm trying to think of the right words. The walls and such are gold and red, but the actual Coliseum area is currently just white tile and empty at the moment. Though your drones can see the figures kind of just on the opposite side of the arena. Most of them just kind of look like they're just kind of hanging out and vibing and waiting for you guys to come through.
And now the seats are filled with sleepers.
See, say the seats are filled with sleepers. All you need to do is start things out with, I hope you're all ready to experience the best special effects extravaganza you've ever seen. Screw you and your paradox.
And I suppose the primary force will lead up to while the reserves just settle onto the side out of the way.
Yes, there are little stairwells that you can go up into the actual Coliseum to be out of the arena. So there would be like, basically when they see all the forces, you see Kerr just kind of wave a hand, and just an entire part of the arena reshapes itself to basically fit your people.
Thank you. Didn't want to damage anything with the tanks.
He nods. There is now a little pathway that they can just drive up.
Oh, congratulations. You now have a small armor column going upstairs. It's a little sideshow to all of everyone walking up.
And Portia's getting no flashbacks to her childhood at all. Only now, she's the Nefandus.
So, when you guys go through, Curry's just gonna grin and wave to you guys. So, there are a few other things that we're gonna want to set up before we get started. I trust that you guys are all feeling okay and everything.
Mostly.
As good as I can, I guess.
I define as well how well I feel. I would say acceptable.
So there's a couple of different ways we can do this, depending on what you want to do. You could go for a 7v7. Well, technically it'd be... Can I just say 7v7 considering he points at Woes? He has all of that. Can I just count that as its own separate thing, technically?
Yeah.
Acceptable.
Oh, you count them up.
So, there's
I'd argue that he's equal in power to any of us.
So, what we can do, I wouldn't suggest it. I don't think it would go very well for you guys personally, just because, well, a lot of big things can just go flying at you. We could do 1v1 bouts. The team that wins the most wins.
The team that wins wins. Good, good.
Well, wins the most fights wins.
So 4 out of 7.
Basically, yes. You, as the challenge, you guys would get first pick, and loser gets to choose the next. You get to choose your own fighter, and you get to choose who you wish to battle.
Personally, I get me sights on that bastard bloodhound that blew up my lab.
The wolf just kind of salutes you with his bow a little bit. We can also do possible 2v1 fights. I think my people could hold their own there. But I'm willing to hear what you guys have to say, what you guys might want to do for this.
Well, ever since we first started along this line of work, our best strength has come from our teamwork. That being said, with 7v7 all out, I have suspicions even this arena wouldn't be able to withstand that.
Oh, this is just the work in progress arena. It's not fully set yet for the battle. I haven't gotten that done until the fight starts. Then I'll get everything set up. Maybe we'll have you fight inside of a castle, or maybe we'll be on an ocean scene. I haven't fully decided yet. We'll decide once we get everything figured out. You know, I can change the battlefield to be whatever we want it to be. I know I won't use it to favor my side.
Do they have a preference of whether or not they would like the false or the real ammunition?
You can use real ammunition. Don't worry. I've got things set up here so no one can die. If you die, you're just going to end up over there, as he points to the stands.
Is that any death?
Yes.
So if you got your own means for bouncing back from death?
That would allow you to stay in the battle. You would not be removed from the battle to the stands. You'd be able to keep fighting.
Good. Because that would have been skewing things a bit in your favor.
You know, no, you're good. If you have ways of sticking in the battle, healing, regeneration, raising yourself from the dead if you die, all good. You'll stay in the fight. You only get sent out when you are no longer physically capable of fighting anymore. Or you surrender.
Fat chance of that.
Well, I still want the option in case, you know, you get both your legs broken and you feel like you can't actually commit to the battle anymore, you know, that sort of thing.
If I had both my legs broken, I'd just start to fly.
Fair enough. I'm just saying I didn't want to, you know, forcefully have to vaporize someone in order to end the battle.
I swear I saw a Dragon Ball episode like this once.
You are allowed to fight with multiple people if you wish, as he looks at Wost and his forces.
Oh, don't worry. Those are the spares. I can also get more if needed. I just figured that this would be good for the testing purposes of verifying whether or not we are capable of defending. If I need to bring more, I can bring more.
He nods.
Honestly, I'm feeling like 2v2 would be the best way to handle this.
If that's
If
what you
anyone else
want.
has any input? Anyone else?
Now
would
we
be
just
more
need
than
to
happy to.
decide which two go with which two.
I will allow you guys to choose your teams as you wish.
Callie, Xenon, Alexis? Any of you got input?
I will go
Not
with
especially.
Woe.
And Portia, I know you want to be with the person who killed your lab.
I'm talking about for our team.
Uh-huh.
He knows who you want to fight against.
And yeah, I'm talking about for our team, who we'd be partnered with. Xenon would be with Wost, which makes sense. Basically, is Da.
So, you and me, Portia?
I was thinking about pairing up with Callie. Although, I feel like Callie and Alexis might work well together.
No offense
Callie's
to either
expertise.
of them, but I'm not entirely certain we should have both druggies on the same team.
Hey,
That's where you're wrong.
Synergy.
They understand each other well.
It's how Alexis's magic works.
Aye.
I don't even have Callie's spheres and stuff on my cheat list.
Yeah, what are your spheres?
Oh, hold on.
You did finish statting out your character, right?
Right?
Yeah, it's here somewhere. That's not it.
You not have your character sheet
Oh.
open?
So I'm scrolling through my
Uh,
expanded. Oh,
I've been trying to find where it went.
I was just scrolling through my expanded background and I found some old notes that I feel might be kind of redundant by now. To do, build cloning vat. To do, dope survival axe with cold iron and silver.
Hey, don't worry. That's very easy to achieve, as all of the AI have fitted themselves with just small silver iron claws for purposes.
Also, give me 1 second. I just need to run to the bathroom real quick. I have been holding it.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, the survival axe held together with iron nails and with silver inlays on it. Now hit a fair folk with it. Or a werewolf, one or the other.
Yep. Welcome to the basics of the AI's multi-target ammunition and their claw additions. Because hilariously, the AI initially started without bothering with claws or melee capability. The Calamity quickly proved that a little bit of melee capability is useful.
I just now remembered that I had a whole side thing going on with the BB gun. That if I kept killing various fairies with it, that it would eventually become a face laying artifact or wonder or whatever. Completely forgot about that. And I spent all my experience points.
Nope.
Not that
Don't
we're fighting
worry,
fairies
it'll-
anymore, so
You can still kill gods with it.
kill God with a BB gun.
Okay, Lone
Alright.
Wanderer.
There we go. Found back my quick reference for assorted things now.
Give me them knees. Get the Abilene kid, go for the knees.
Okay, I found it. I found the file. I have entropy forces in life.
How many in each?
3 life, 2 entropy, 2 forces.
Is it 3 life, 2 entropy, 2 forces?
Yeah.
Where did all your points go?
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
had a lot
wondering.
more points than that.
I don't know.
Have you just built base, or did you get your experience points to spend?
I built base, and then I don't know what happened with the experience stuff.
Now, if you never put any experience points in, then yeah, you've got a lot to spend there. And I feel like forces, considering that Callie's casting method being the tablet, if we're still going with that, that could play very nicely with Alexis. I believe if you have a forces 4, you can actually manipulate radiation, which means that you can literally make nuclear ordnance. Or is it forces 5 that you need for that?
I
Courage.
cast
I think-
nuclear bomb.
No, I think in order to manually create nuclear ordnance, you need to have like 4 points in matter, 4 points in forces, or something along those lines. Kerr would know more. Kerr would know the exact numbers. But no, literally, you can just go Shadow Money Wizard Gang, legalize nuclear bombs.
Shadow Mystery Bunny Gang. Legalize nuclear bombs. Let's cast
Like
nuke.
literally, just Callie just quickly draws out a sketch of a fat man, rips it out of the tablet, chucks it like a football.
Kerr chimes in, forces 5 with material, forces 6 alone.
All right, so yeah, if you have raw material, then whether you need actual uranium or if you could make do with lead. Since lead is the next thing on the nuclear decay chain, that's what uranium decays into.
And even less if you're a Nefondus.
Yeah. Although, looking at Shadow Wizard Bunny Gang, you can't tell me that they're not Nefondae.
Alternately, just have the nuke.
But yeah, if Callie never got her experience points dispensed, then definitely would want whichever team that she's with to be second or third to give time for that to be dealt with off screen.
Do 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 do.
So I just realized that the second game isn't happening today, since we're kind of waiting for Kerr. You guys want to go another hour because we got started late?
I have nothing else that I'm doing today.
It's fine
I gotta,
for me.
I gotta pack for a work trip and eat dinner and stuff, so I probably gotta bow out.
Yeah, after the end of the tabletop games today, I was just going to keep the stream going and fire up control.
Well,
I have a half hour.
Well, we could still get the tournament started since we're doing 2v2 and just not bother with the ones that won't be here.
That'd work.
So,
Yeah, also, I won't be here next week because I'm going to be at a convention.
Of course.
So we can have either Siddle and Wost or Warren and Portia go today, and then next week if we do have the game, it would be whichever one of those two teams didn't go. Then the week after that, that would be the Callie and Alexis.
Unfortunately, I'll be out the weekend of the 10th, also at a convention.
I'm going to slap you with a fish.
Sorry.
So, do we just throw, or wait, are we ending now or are we continuing? Because if we're continuing, I vote we throw Callie and Alexis at things now, if they're going to be absent on later ones.
That works
They have
for
to
me.
leave,
Oh
though.
boy.
That's the issue.
They got about a half
that'd be
hour, so...
Yep.
Okay, never mind then. Fair enough.
The Sunday curse.
Well, they got about a half hour now, so let's get this going.
Well, does Alexis? Callie has the half hour. Does Alexis?
You can, I guess.
No, it can be nudged off further as needed.
No,
Okay.
if we're not going to be able to
Callie
get
is-
to it for another 3 weeks, then might as well. I'll just have to delay dinner.
I just don't know if it's going to be we're going to be able to finish the fight in half an hour.
Yep.
That's my worry.
I just don't want Callie to keep getting sidelined.
It sounds like Callie's sheet isn't finished though, so that's the big issue.
Off until the 19th, then.
Another month.
Well,
pretty much.
also too, if Portia and Warren and Wost and Sinnel can win their fights, Alexis and Callie wouldn't need to fight then.
We're fighting for the future. Let's go. All right, who's going first?
Fair enough.
Siddle
We'll
and
just
Wost
go ahead and
or
do
Warren and
ours.
Portia?
So that's the teams then. Portia and Warren, Wost AI, Sinnel, and then Alexis and Callie.
Each team has something in common. Sinnel and Wost have overlap because they both do the digital stuff, plus Sinnel made Wost. Alexis and Callie, both of them, their magic functions at least in part based on their intoxication state, which gives them some resonance there. They both have similar mindsets when it comes to that. And Marten and Portia, although they tend to rib each other constantly, they do have a lot of commonality in both their casting method and their methodology of combat.
And also, we're the fluffy team.
Yeah.
God damn it, old man!
How many times are we gonna have to teach you this lesson, old man? All right.
He's the only person on the team more fluffy than the rabbit, and I take that personally.
So, all right.
Technically speaking, Sinnoh would probably be the fluffiest. Just saying.
All right. So let's see. Could someone roll a? Could someone roll a d4 for me?
Yeah, I got. Oh, never mind.
Let me see real quick. I have you guys got it.
And now to go grab the quick reference. Okay, quick reference is available.
Okay, so that's that. Thank you. All right. So now, could one of you roll me 2 d7s, please?
Be rolling on 8s.
6 and reroll that one. Can't be the same one. 4. All right. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh. Oh. Well,
They got a good team.
that's a combination.
They got a good team.
All right, so give me a sec while I get this opened up. Well, that's a thing. That is a thing.
Do-do-do.
Do-do-do.
Do-do.
And don't worry, I have maintained backwards compatibility with all of Sinnoh's tech.
Mm-hmm.
Figured as much.
And don't worry, Sinnoh also has the King of Conquerors.
Yeah, I know. I no longer have adamant on speed dial, do I?
You'll be fine.
No.
Well, considering that
Alright.
apparently she was integral to getting our hands on the orichalcum, I feel like she's already helped quite a bit for this fight.
Okay, quick reference sheet of all the assorted stuffs, and shenanigans are ready.
All right, so that's their team. All right, so the figures that you see come out when they choose their combatants is you see a very large fat bear step forward. He's dressed in what looks to be a sort of kimono style of clothing with lacquered armor over most of his body. And you can see sheathed at his side is what looks to be a katana. And he just kind of smiles at you guys and waves to you. Very, very much like just kind of like good-natured and very like, okay, I guess I'm doing this. And the second one looks to be a very dour and sour-looking white tiger with black stripes who just kind of grumbles, growls, and he looks like he'd rather be anywhere but here doing this shit. But it's like, well, fuck it, here I am. Okay, fine.
Just Portia just slightly leaning over to Callie. Why do I get the feeling their names are Poe and Ty?
My gosh.
And which group shall we pit against them?
Well, you know, I vote Warren and Portia.
Fuck it. Why not? I was hoping to be able to face off against the wolf, but I'll take them.
Why not Wost and Sinnel?
The small horde of robots just wave. The armored units waving gun barrels.
Well, let's go then.
Ready. And prior to anything beginning, are these ones detectable? There's no sign of them hiding anything at this point in time.
What are you looking for?
Full scan at this time for purposes of just being able to mark where they are, or if they happen to teleport, more quickly find where they went.
They both seem to be standing right there. They don't seem to be trying to hide themselves or anything.
Familiarization complete. Acknowledged. And I suppose when ready, the AI is prepared to scatter and separate. And depending on how things go, the armor is prepared to fill the arena with smoke, and the AI feeding Sinnel information on where everything is.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
Right before things are getting started, Portia's going to be a sneaky little shit. She's going to, well, I wouldn't say sneaky, but devious. She's going to hand Sinnel a tin that has all 3 of the Phoenix bullets in. Since we're doing this by rounds, any that he doesn't use, they'll carry on to the next round.
Do you remember?
Because they can be used as pills. So if you feel like you're about to go down, just pop one in, bite down on it, you'll be rejuvenated. Just we only have the 3 left.
That really helps against Kerr.
This is assuming that Sinnel's willing to accept that get out of jail free card.
Yeah, he's got no issues with it. He is very grateful.
And because everyone's may or may not still have their little eyepieces from our venture out into Lunar City, the AI is also prepared to display where everyone and everything is for them as well in the stands.
Give him hell, you pampered gobshite.
Happily.
And Portia, does it feel like this is in their territory? For excess magic use.
The bullets, those are Fey magic.
I'm saying for the generalized area since you studied their magic.
What's Warren driving at?
Does this feel like
is it
our
like
territory
Lunaris magic,
Lunar
or is
City?
it our?
Oh, it's like your guys' magic. It's safe.
Oh yeah, actually, the ambient fields around the arena, are they strong enough that they could be used to replenish quintessence during the fight?
No.
Ah, alright. All right, nothing that Portia can do but just sit in the bleachers and watch at this point. I've done everything that I can.
Be careful of the bear if he's from the Great Desert.
Well, how do we open up then? The AI is waiting for cues before dispersing.
All right. So, Portia and Warren, Callie and Alexis, you guys would be escorted up to the arenas outside, while Los and Sinel, you guys would be on one side of the arena. They would be on the other side of the arena. And roll me a d10, please. Two. A two.
Yep, we rolled 2.
Let's see here.
It's infectious.
Oh. Oh. Well, that's a thing. That is a thing. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, though.
Well, let's find out together then, eh?
Indeed. All right. The battlefield has been chosen. When I say go, the arena will form, and you guys can go at it to your heart's content. If you kill your opponent, they will simply appear in the stands. Okay, no permanent damage can be done. Feel free to do what you want. And with that, Kurt will clap his hands once, and all four of you are going to find yourselves in a massive castle.
In the halls of or open field?
Inside of the building. You are in the hallways of the castle. You cannot see each other.
Massive sprawling castle, a bunch of prototype weaponry, and some exotic temporal gear. I think I've seen this one before. This is where Blazkowicz came from, right?
The AI is promptly scattering out while scanning, and for Sinel's end, they're just getting a soft overlay of all the different tunnels also beginning to appear for them as the different units are scattering.
Mapping routine in progress.
Roll Arete for me.
I suspect that is 3.
Yes. And you're starting to get a layout of the castle that you're going to be able to send to Sinel. Though, notably, you do not detect them as your drones are scanning through the castle. Though, I do want to double check again, because this does feel like a very good ending spot for us.
I thought we were going to continue for another hour.
That's what I was going to ask. I don't know how long this fight is actually going to take or not.
You will fall yet.
Okay.
This could be a very, very long fight. But I don't know for sure how long it's going to be.
Well, I'm willing to take the risk of pausing it mid-fight.
That's why I just
we
wanted
need-
to check with you guys first.
I might be back in time Sunday, but it's that's solely dependent on anything else that comes up Sunday. Because I'll be leaving the convention in the morning. 'Cause it's like only like an hour away from where I live, so I might be here in time next Sunday, but it's up in the air.
Acknowledged.
I just wanted to check before going forward what you guys were thinking.
Fair, fair.
I'm fine with continuing to head forward.
Yeah, I was ready to continue.
Okay, then we will continue forward. All right, so I
I'm
got.
gonna try to listen, but I gotta go do dinner and pack and stuff. So
Yep.
All good. Well, congratulations. You've got 50 light runners scattering to the winds. The heavy armor is a little more limited, though. So, they'll probably be
Sinel
more,
is going to be summoning up he's gonna bring out a 50 cal.
Yeah, that's always a solid choice.
Okay.
Now, when you say 50 cal, you mean like a Barrette or a Deagle? We talking BMG or are we talking Action Express?
Oh, holy shit, that's an anti-tank rifle. Oh, holy shit, that's an anti-tank rifle. Okay.
Did you just look up a 50 cal, Kerr?
No, I was
Oh.
quoting Helsing Abridged. Get this bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons.
Yeah, which means you'd need an anti-tank rifle to get through that armor. Oh, hey, an anti-tank rifle. Oh, shit, an anti-tank rifle.
He is
Bitches
going for
love
something
cannons.
with power as well as this one will be in a particular, more of a long-range use variety.
Okay.
He is also bringing out
Fair.
some shotguns for closer range.
Bear in
But
mind, there are short barrel Barrettes that you can get.
oh no, he specifically wants long range. Sinel's specialty is manipulation of space. The fact that we are in a castle just helps him. Especially with
Oh my god, yeah. You come around the corner, he's at the other end of the corridor. You start to charge towards him, the corridor triples in length as he lines the rifle up.
Yes.
Oh, no. You see, here's the thing. Sinel's got an army of drones that are sending him a 3D map of this castle.
Oh my
He
god,
just
you're
needs
gonna,
to...
It's gonna teleport the bullet.
Yes!
Mm-hmm.
The AI is also setting up the armor within a few different areas within a large enough room. And they are poised and ready to fire through a porthole if given. Or, just drop a target in front of them. Your call.
Next thing that Sinel is doing is sealing off the area that he's in. So that way nobody's coming into this space that he's in. Not disconnecting it from, the rest of the castle, but,
Why is this suddenly making me think of calling in tactical menu strikes on railjacks on Warframe? Seriously, never give me access to the tactical menu when we're doing railjack missions. I become God.
All right. So, give me perception rolls from both of you.
Aye, aye. Acute senses.
That would be
Oh, wow.
intimidating if
That's
you were,
disappointing.
well, intimidating.
Are you mocking me?
Oh no, no. Yeah.
See, let me double check.
Well.
Just to make sure.
18 dice were rolled. Not a single success between any of them.
Oh no, I have 2 successes. Acute senses, the AI picks up on down to 5.
All
right.
I can say to that is, holy crap.
And we did get a reroll.
Use it.
I mean, shall
Use
I?
it. Who rolled worse here? Ghost, you have acute senses, so you kind of salvage that roll, but...
Yeah, I would
Sinnoh doing?
say... I think Sinnoh is just distracted, getting himself set...
And boo.
Oh.
You forgot boo.
Okay, well, my roll was forcibly vaporized, so I guess I'm taking that, and then Woe takes the...
Welcome to the end game.
Oh, and Woe, you have a +1 to your roll.
Oh, 11 it is.
Wost, this is just the Pokemon tournament, except we are the Pokemon this time.
Acknowledged.
I'm gonna soul boost those ones.
Little no, bad. I'll get the spray bottle.
AI reporting 6 successes. Multi-spectrum scanning continues from 50 eyes rapidly breach and clearing the castle.
And Sinnoh's just watching on his visor as the map, or the castle is being 3D mapped in front of him. You know, and yeah, he is doing the sniper thing and waiting for the shot.
Just seeing dots of all the mechs clearing down the hallways, moving in leapfrog tandem while security is maintained. All the while, the terrifyingly low noise of all of them sweeping down the halls. Not but the soft whisper of wind over the gun barrels. After all, the AI is specialized in stealth, in addition to others. Doo-doo.
Kerr, you might be muted.
Kerr's muted again.
I am muted, god damn it. I was literally going on a whole spiel right there.
So you need what I have. I have a little red light on my microphone boom arm. So anytime my mic is muted, it's shining right in my eye. So I don't know when I'm muted or not.
For me, my entire microphone lights up when it's active and it's off when it's not, so very easy to know.
So for you, Wost, you're able to spot the tiger in the hallways, kind of making his way towards your relative position. At least like the general direction, he's heading in the right way. He's not even like really trying to hide too much. He's kind of putting a little bit of attempt into it, but not super hard. Just kind of hands in his pockets, casually walking in your guys' general direction. Menacingly.
Either arrogance or bait, one or the other.
Or he just doesn't seem to really give a shit.
Arrogance.
On the other hand, you have no idea where the bear is. Give me a second.
The bear left the arena. They lost.
He was barely there to begin with.
Doo-doo-doo.
Doo-doo-doo. Oh, holy crap. I just realized something, Sinnel. Is that, any barrette becomes a long barrel barrette for you, including a short barrel, because you can just stretch or squish how much length the barrel has when the bullet's going down it for optimal propellant burn. Inside dimensions of the gun, optimal propellant burn. Outside dimensions of the gun, complete stub. Easy wielding.
Doesn't even need the barrel. Can just get
So-
it moving distance.
You now realize you have lost 10 of your drones that were kind of trying to map out everything. You've just lost 10 of them, almost one after another.
And connection losses will be reported accordingly.
They didn't even see what hit them. Just one moment they were just going through doing their job, and then the next they were not there anymore and just static.
And now
Okay.
they're in the audience.
Sinnel is going to open multiple portals at the ends in the area of those. He is opening multiple portals from the heavies to the area where the contact was lost. Whoa, initiate open barrage.
Acknowledged. And yeah, let's put artillery rounds into that area.
You're firing artillery?
In confined spaces, using the portals to deliver them.
Yep. On the
To
area.
the air-
We don't
the
know where the
areas-
target is, so we are addressing our attack to whom it may concern. Dear grid coordinates.
I was about to say that, your grid coordinates. Fuck you.
Affirm. A pair of 33-yard blast radius artillery rounds are ready to deliver. Because units lost in that area, remove that area.
What caliber did you say they were?
155 millimeter autoloaders.
And I'm assuming that'd be high explosive anti-personnel.
Current load.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'll make a hole.
Hey, look, we've been cleared weapons free. And we're still standing by with the nuke if need be.
Okay, make your attack roll, Whoa.
Acknowledged. Where is my sheet? Weapons. And I imagine... Do you have any designation or dexterity is acceptable? Yes. Or I apologize. It's been a minute. I have
Dexterity plus firearms.
Okay, thank you. And you know what? This is just area of effect. Unless you want me to be aiming for a target.
Well,
But this is to whom it may concern.
Yeah, it's still basically trying to hit the general area.
I would argue that what this roll would be for is how accurate is how total the grid coverage is. Whether there's any little hidden alcoves that a person could seek shelter in.
Oh, okay, then I will include computer-assisted targeting. 4s and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boop. And if needed for reference, I can resend the various units as need be. But the blast power, I believe, was designated to 25 aggravated, as the shells are laced with iron and silver, if that is of any measure on this or not.
Okay.
Applicable.
Oh yeah, all of the AI's ammunition is laced with salt, iron, silver, and a little dash of incendiary for the purposes of just being sure they can cover most anything they engage.
Well, yeah, if you want to completely cover the gamut, then you'd also want to add white oak and cedar.
All
They're just a little
right.
modest.
So let's see this first. All right, roll here.
Start using shells with silver and wolfsbane in them. You get a cease and desist from the Alliance of Clans.
I'm glad this isn't an attack.
Very fair.
I'm really glad this isn't an attack.
He just 10'd his 10s, didn't he?
Yeah, he just 10'd his 10s. He rolled really well for this.
Uncanny dodge.
Let's see. So, describe exactly what you're doing.
With provided portals, and with the last received map datas of the AI units. And unfortunately, since it was undetected, the shots would probably be focused on where the units were lost as opposed to where they were scanning, as it, accounting for the potential of backstab or the like, and will be the area of coverage will be primarily on where the units were last.
Okay. How many do you use?
Yes.
That would be, unless you're allowing me to multi-fire in one round, 2 shells.
I mean, you're using basically a bombardment. You have multiple units that can fire, so I was just curious.
Oh,
when you're
God.
going for
Oh, wait,
when you're going for saturation fire, it's as fast as the shell rammer can cycle. You don't need to
Exactly.
bother lining things up.
Oh, I see. So you're
That's
allowing
what we're
all the
doing.
armored. Okay, well, with
Sin
that
will open,
said,
yeah. Sin will open portals to all of your heavies, going towards all of the locations where those 10 were.
Okay, well, I apologize on my little misunderstanding. There will be an accounting for making sure to minimize the odds of accidentally tagging one of their own drones, then. But with that said, that also then adds in the 30mm autocannon of 8-shot burst per turn, and the 120mm anti-armor tank rounds that will also be directed for anything they can sight.
It's not every day you see an AC-130 strike indoors.
So, half the castle isn't there anymore. By the way, Portia, Warren, you guys can see the wolf with the bow just kind of looking dreamily at this, and it's just like,
Oh, he's a sadist. Good to know. Meanwhile, Portia has the foam finger bouncing up and down in the seat.
The Marten finger.
One of the AI just sitting beside or near the wolf. I have more of that. I can also keep it accurate.
Are you seeing anyone?
While this is happening, by the way,
Mhm.
Sinnoh was lining up his own shot towards the tiger.
Okay. You may make your attack, Sinnoh.
Alright, so... Dex plus firearm, I believe?
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, I should probably throw in one little caveat of, does it matter any for raising the difficulty by 1 for any magical attacks or defenses against the AI's ammunitions? I.e., looking for 8s and up instead.
Oh, actually, on that note,
I should probably throw that out there, sorry.
No worries,
the
you're fine.
the shielding implants. Once the basic circuitry was designed, it would have been elementary to incorporate those into drones. However, we had a very limited supply of orichalcum, so how many of his drones would be able to benefit from the upgraded defense?
His main unit.
Just his main unit?
Mhm.
All right.
Yep, the AI has...
Still, though, that's something.
The AI has reserved that for the cores. The drones, on the other hand, are still all prime armored and prime ammunitioned. This was something run by Kerr a very long while ago for if attempting to block with magic, +1 to difficulty, and if attempting to damage, +1 to difficulty.
Yes.
Passive.
Ooh, that means that your main unit has a 4-dot damage threshold for magic incoming damage.
Mm-hmm.
The AI is specialized in anti-magic, while I will bring you to the realm of reality.
That will hit, Sinnoh.
Are you all... So, he is also combining this with correspondence and force to give a little bit extra push. Specifically, this bullet is going to just phase through the walls and then at the last moment be teleported behind them to hit them in the back.
Okay.
Now, what do I roll for damage on this? Because I have no idea there. And do you want me to do Arete for the magic or no?
Roll your Arete just to make sure that nothing goes severely wrong. You never know, something could go horribly wrong.
We are still Arete 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, then 2.
That's enough, yeah, you succeed. Roll 13 dice.
Eight. And this is magically enhanced for, you know, with the forces, so.
Oh, yeah. The round hits him directly in the back, and you see his entire ribcage just kind of explode outward.
This caliber of ammunition, it removes the lung from the body.
Yeah, there's his lung over there, the heart, yeah, bits are all over the place. You see his form actually ripple, though. And as he looks down at the giant hole you left him, to your surprise, he doesn't seem like that bothered by it. As you see him seem to grow till he's almost about 9 feet tall and now completely lacking all skin and fur. You can just see the rippling bloody muscle of his body. And he just kind of
He's naked.
He just kind of taps the wound a little bit. The giant gaping hole, and you just see it just starting to knit shut. And he just kind of stretches a little bit, looking annoyed.
I'm not
Before-
actually certain Siddle would see all this.
Oh, you'd still have,
We-
like, cameras
There-
and such.
The
Yeah, there's
AI
no
is
drones in the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
AI is painting the target, shall we say, and you are just seeing the outline minus a chest and growing.
You also see him now giving you the finger. Like, literally just a very casual lifting his hand and flicking you off before he starts walking again.
Alright, switching to Dragon Breath ammunition.
Kill it with a fire. And Portia's just
Alright.
taking notes out on the bleachers.
I have a... So let's see. Let me see real quick how long it's going to take him to get to you.
I'm just imagining Portia's got two of the drones just projecting little readouts, and they're just free to pick through whatever view they want.
Oh yeah, she's in the stands right now, and she is actually closely observing the fight and actively taking notes, sketching out a few designs and sigils and stuff while she's doing it.
Yeah, Portia, Warren, you guys are able to see, like, you're basically getting, like, a camera view of each of the people and what's going on. Portia, Warren, you saw the bear was somehow able to move nimbly enough to avoid all of the bombshells that were going off and basically obliterating half of the castle.
Hey, look, he's using luck magic.
Does the AI now have visual on the bear now that much of the debris has been cleared?
Yes. He is currently in one of the hallways just kind of dusting himself off a little bit. He is utterly unharmed from that release, though he does look like he's a little bit cut off from getting to you now due to the fact of, oh, look, half of the castle is no longer there.
Yep, and we can still rearrange.
Sindel, could you give me an Arete roll?
Two.
You just detected on your sensors, the tiger has just vanished. You just sense a spatial anomaly where he just was.
Okay. Through WoD, Sinnoh's going to tap in quickly to the armory list for the technocracy. He is looking for anything that vaporizes and its location to borrow it.
That would basically be an energy weapon.
Okay. He is, opening portal into there, pulling it out, and getting ready.
Okay.
So
what
are
was-
you specifically using Isaac's side or just the technocracy?
I figured Isaac's people, since
Yes.
he has connections with them. Los, where's your direct unit at? Where's your main unit at, I should say?
Currently cycling between the different tanks at the moment.
Okay.
All of these units, of all of them, none of them are actually the primary.
Okay.
These are all on Observe, Seek, and Destroy right now.
Let's see. Sinel, give me another Arete roll. That is a good roll.
All I can think of right now is the synths from Fallout 4. An enemy maybe stealth. How interesting.
All right, so Sinel, with that roll, you are not surprised because you are able to detect a spatial anomaly forming right underneath you.
Counter?
You have the... Yes, you may attempt to try to counter it and stop it from coming through. We will both roll off against each other.
And then the other synth line. Your stealthy attack was unsuccessful, and now you must die.
We both botched!
Yes, but you botched... Oh, wait, no, you botched the same.
Nope, you're both equal botch.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out, like...
I'll start the Benny Hill music.
This is going to be fucking great. We both botched.
Good job.
I'm not actually going to play the Benny Hill theme because that's heavily copyrighted, but still.
Oh, Portia, I'm just glad he didn't try to tag this person before they started working.
Hang on, I my brain is trying to brain right now.
Portal began opening, you tried to abort the command, and you just get an error from the server side.
I've never had this before, where the two mages going off against each other, both bots trying to go against each other's magic. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's going to happen here?
When Sinel began typing in the command for the to abort the portal, he ended up getting an error from the server side. The server crashed.
Let the chaos begin.
So I guess it just blows up on both ends.
Yes, it's going to be glorious. So Sinel, when you try to get the portal closed, you're typing rapidly and you realize you may have just put the wrong command in. As the room begins to fill with pizzas. And meanwhile, the tiger suddenly finds himself hanging out of a ceiling, half of his body in the wall, just looking like son of a fucking bitch.
The AI, if able, is more than ready to capitalize on this.
As Sinel is now buried in pizza. It is pineapple.
Yum.
You monster.
Just because you have no taste for anything, Kurt, does not mean that this is a bad thing.
To quote RVB, we don't know what went wrong with your ship. It was like it tried to warp, begin docking, and shut down at the same time. The tractor beam didn't know what to do.
But yes, you are currently buried under a mountain of pizza, and the tiger is currently finding himself halfway through a wall and kind of stuck.
That's fine. Sinel doesn't need much room to move to simply open portals for the barrage to focus on the tiger.
The joy of eye tracking and a visor.
Uh-huh.
Now,
Roll
front end
Arete.
or back end are you attacking?
To whom it may concern.
Chat, I need a re-roll. Wait, I have willpower.
This makes sense, though.
Nope.
Just use willpower.
Don't care. I'm willpowering. Chat, I need a re-roll.
It's not a botch, it's just a 0.
I don't care. I want this to succeed.
You're entombed in the cheese. You can't.
No, as he
Get the
attempts to
command-
fire, and pizzas come flying out.
Which means the cat just got slapped in the face with a pizza.
Slice of cheese to face.
Throw the cheese!
You son of a bitch.
Hey, I don't know about you, but I am all for applying pineapple to open skin. Sorry, muscle.
Joke.
Oh my god, you're right! You're right!
Fresh
We
hot
are!
pizza on his exposed meat.
Fresh hot pizza with pineapple. Thank you, Kerr. That's gonna feel great on him.
And say, you son of a bitch.
As the cheese is slowly dripping off his face.
As he just peels the pineapple off of it and then takes a bite of the slice.
There's your reroll. We waffled long enough.
Thank you, Ido.
Do it.
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo.
Here we go. 3.
That one wanted so badly to see.
Time for another barrage?
Time for another
Yes,
barrage.
You may try to make another barrage.
What do you mean try? When you are assigning your attack to deer grid coordinates,
Well, you have to realize he probably has a degree of magical shielding too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 3.
Meanwhile, over in the stands, Portia's just holding the RX book at arm's length, shaking the pizzas out of it.
Barrage number 2. And yes, the AI is still tracking the bear. I'm just keeping an eye on him. And all available drones in the area are attempting to scatter, but fully acceptable if there are some losses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As Sunseal just said, so that guy's now known as Pizza the Hut.
By the way,
All
random
right.
question.
So, go ahead.
Any of the scout drones with line of sight on the accidental floor roof entrapment?
Yes. He is actually fairly near Simmel. He's
Well,
like
if it
2
isn't-
floors under him.
Well, if it isn't Lone Sinnel and his sidekick, Burb. Where's my money?
Fair, fair. Just thought I'd double check for purposes of making sure that ensuring the safety of our own location. Or, do I dare? Do I dare? Nah, I think we can live with this for now. Yep, cool. I will stick with this as is.
All right. So, what are you firing here, Wost?
yes.
Those are to be directed, maintaining minimum blast radius to maintain the security of our own room, preventing collapse of our room atop them if possible,
Mm-hmm.
though being braced to prepared if not. And shots are being lined up.
So as you open fire, Wost, it is quite easily tearing into him. He doesn't seem that bothered by it though, as you just see him just taking a slice of pizza and nibbling on it as your guns are just opening fire into him, and he actually lifts one of his hands and starts spinning in a circle in a get on with it motion as he's just continuing to eat the pizza.
You know what? Fuck it, just for giggles. Then, with that in remark, just allowing for the scouts to be one of the scouts to throw some incendiaries for giggles, if that is acceptable.
Yep. As you can see, his body is now on fire, and he just like sniffs it himself.
Oh, warm
Damn,
pizza.
delicious.
The AI is mildly disappointed that they are not vulnerable to any of the common allergies. Oh well.
Allergies. Yeah, you know, a robot would refer to being burned alive as an allergy. Oh, you appear to be allergic to combustion.
As you see him just start bashing into the stone with his bare fist, and the stone is actually cracking and shattering, and he just kind of drops to the floor, still on fire. Portia, could you give me an arete roll for you?
Oh. Uh, 2 successes.
All right.
Hello?
Give me
Hello.
1 second. I sent you something, Tanya, since you're not actually there. But yes, he actually just breaks the part of the stone wall that he's in, just kind of drops down to the floor, shakes himself out before looking at one of the drones. You're gonna need to do better. I gave you a 7 for effort, though. He just cracks his knuckles.
Portia will definitely be taking notes of that, although unfortunately she has no way to communicate it to Sinel or Wost. That would constitute cheating if she tried.
So as he kind of looks up, he just cracks his knuckles before bending down, and it looks like he is getting ready to leap. But I think this is probably a fairly decent spot to stop, because now we're going to be getting into the big fights now.
Acknowledged. The AI is appreciating the weapons testing. Even if they're having to pull punches slightly.
Yeah, I will say I'm very glad it's not Portia in this fight, because Portia would be I would be very afraid of Portia in this fight.
Yeah, given what you sent in DMs, if Portia saw that, she would just crack her knuckles and go, "Oh, I'm gonna play with you."
And Warren would have just tagged him. A prime mark to let you know where they are.
Yeah, I would have. Sinel and Wost rely mostly on mundane weaponry, which is not a good mix for one of the two of them. The thing is, Sinel can also make it so it's very difficult to get to him.
Well,
Yeah,
also, Sinel can supplement mundane weaponry with magic. And that's exactly what he was doing. I will also point out that Sinel has a particular skill with life magic as well. And he was going to try that next.
I am not allowed to say anything regarding that, because I'm not there.
And I imagine that all the while, the magical sensing from all the drones has not procced anything yet.
I will go into that next week.
Fair enough.
But don't worry, you guys will get some help, maybe. Or maybe they'll get some help. We'll see.
Oh yes, no worries. Worst case scenario, the AI just simply deploys anti-magic lockdown the area and nuclear detonation.
I love how you just go, okay, fuck it, we're nuking them.
That has always been a maintained thing. I've sent you the detonation condition.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it is maintained at all times with all of the AI. It is the same mutually assured protocol that is leveled and maintained towards Lunaris.
And well, is all your drones in the stadium now?
Negative. Only 1/4 of the provided drones are present. And that was just of a fraction of what is present at the Mander. More can be provided from the global locations if need be. The AI is a global presence after all.
The reason why I was saying is, they were saying any that die in the arena get put into the stands.
I mean, that's a loose definition, all things considered, since the AI drones are not exactly alive.
I think that the way that the rules are set up, it'd be if his core goes down. Because if his individual drones are ended up in the stands, that'd be a very easy way to pipe information back. That'd be an easy way to cheat. Which
no,
Portia is not. Portia's not in a
drones
situation where
outside-
she wants to risk breaking any of the rules here.
Oh yes, the drones outside and inside are insulating from each other's information networks for purposes of fairness. They've run plenty of war scenarios. They are familiar with simulating information blocks. They can play fair. Come on now.
Yeah, considering that we have a god and a pillar of reality, which have personal interest in this fight, Portia's not interested in trying to skirt the rules right now.
Eee. But yes, all things considered, the AI is just observe and report at the moment, and adjustments could be made later. Plus, next lineup of planned attack is just bombard, fill the area, jam, and then just follow up in the flashbang with energy weapons if need be. That's assuming the nuke wasn't enough. We'll see.
And don't forget, you still have half a castle.
Yes, which we can actively shuffle the rooms around like a game of Tetris.
Yep.
Hey, look, you left the arena. You lose.
Oh, no, no,
Fuck you,
no.
fuck you, fuck you,
I'm
fuck
staying
you,
within the
you,
arena.
No, that is... I like this idea, actually.
After all, our friend down below is preparing to leap up. Just shuffle their rooms so that they eject themselves out the arena. Our friend off to the side, they're about to enter back into a room. Just shove them elsewhere.
They go shooting out the side of the castle. You just hear echoing in the distance, game!
Like I said, just throwing out the ideas. Shenanigans will be had. Don't worry. I look forward to the next few weeks.
Don't worry, Sinel just needs to get out the super hammer.
That's the one.
But yes, all intents and purposes, the AI is allowing the magical stuff to occur, and they are scattered around enough that, yep, well, there goes Sinel. Okay. But After all, we've got the multi-life thing. In hindsight, it probably would have been better just to give them one, but oh well.
Well, basically what it is she wants to make sure that we have all opportunities, and if you guys ended up getting hard countered by something, having a lot of extra lives is just a middle finger. You can try to whittle them down with entropy, or at least have them stay in the fight long enough to develop a counter strategy.
Well, with that said, at the very minimum, the AI is ready to provide a randomizer for the rooms.
Cinna will be very happy to implement it. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Horizon Lost World of Darkness Mage. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I could not do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, grabbing some packs of cards to stream loots, and of course you can also pick up some merch over at zgfgaming.store. And yeah, thank you all so much for joining, but for now, I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Farewell. Farewell.